Hello and welcome on Sports Update on Trust TV. I'm Adeni G. Shafe. We quickly look at stories trending in the world of sport. Nigerians are really doing when it comes to this sport. But right now we have a lady doing so well over there in France. She was able to win in long jump. Osimhen emerges winner at Montreux in France. She was able to jump 6.88 meters in that particular encounter. Congrats to her ahead of the stars that came there. And right now, after the fourth attempt, Osimhen showed the class why Nigerians are one of the best when it comes to sport across the globe. And right now, we are going to be celebrating her concerning this particular feat that she also achieved alongside Olawale Peters. Good to have you.
Thank you, Nadine. It's my pleasure to be back to studio. I think we should say she has done it again, because this is not the first time that she's doing this, not the second time that she's doing it. So, and I think it's something that we really need to really celebrate, because these are the athletes that they are giving us, and the joy and the happiness when the real round leather game is giving us the other side. So it's a very good one for her. I think she shouldn't also relent, because she's going to be the athlete that everybody wants to beat. So she needs to still develop herself in terms of training. She needs to really develop herself in terms of more training. She needs to really develop herself in terms of the exposure and the experience. And what do I mean here? You know, the white people, let me put it, the European, they normally have this inferiority complex anytime they see an African taking all the glory in sports. Just like we saw during the case of our own Tobi Amusan, that they said wind-assisted record from 12.06, and they said, oh, they are still sticking to 12.12. So what I'm saying here is she really needs to watch everything that she does, so that tomorrow they will not come out and say that, oh, you took apple before going for the competition, and there's a substance in that apple that they've already banned. So thereby, whatever you've achieved, because after a competition like this, and after you've been declared winner, they still have to go back and review, do the research to be sure that, oh, okay, there's no hanky-panky anywhere. So that is the area that she, a coach, and even Nigerian sport athletes also, they really need to look into by giving them the updates when it comes to the issue of doping. Or when people hear the word doping, they will think probably they've taken cocaine or marijuana or any drugs. That's not the issue. That's not the issue. Even your bathing soap, probably there's a content that they've already banned, a substance that they've banned that it shouldn't be, or your cream, and you use it, it's dropping. So these are the kind of awareness that it needs to be given to people like her. Okay, so I think it's a very good fit. It's a very good one for the country, but she's still not there yet. We want her to continue ruling the world of long jump for a very, very long time, so that she can break all the record. And when you open the Guinness Book of Record in terms of long jump, the only thing you'll be seeing is Osimhen.
And hopefully, you know, we saw the record that Chioma Ajua set in 1996, 6.96. That record is still standing. I really need to appreciate the fact that as the first African, the first Nigerian, in fact, Olympic, if not for the football that overshadowed her glory, really, alone, single-handedly, we saw what she did. Right now, the likes of Osimhen, Tobi Amusan, we look at Olympic and say, okay, we want to also win this Olympic gold medal.
Okay, so that's part of the target that she needs to set for herself, and she has to start training herself towards it. Now, we have a record set by a Nigerian, Chioma Ajua, since 1996. So she should be looking out for, let me meet the record.
She actually jumped 6.88.
6.88, and we're looking, and Chioma Ajua
6.96.
So if you look at it, it's very, very close. But sincerely, to get there, you have to put in a lot of effort. A lot of effort in terms of what you eat, what you drink, the exercise you do. So all these things is not something that you do within a week, a month, or few weeks. It's something that you do over time. The next Olympic is in Paris, right?
Yes.
And it's going to be next year. 2024. So what she needs to do now is to start planning towards that event. And towards that event, the goal will be, let me match this record or beat the record. So it's early preparation. And it's not something that she can do alone. We are used to this in this country. We don't really know the road to success. We only celebrate when someone has been successful. That's the truth. Now, all of us now, we are proud of her. Oh, she has won this, she did this. How did she get there? We don't know. What preparation did we do? What did we do to support her? We don't do that. So that is also what we need to be looking into. The Olympic that will be taking place next year, all other countries, I can tell you, like the country like Australia, even South Africa, USA, Japan, China, they will have been training all their athletes that will participate in table tennis, cycling, swimming, everything. Right now, they are preparing for it. But we don't have this early preparation. Most of the glory that have come to this country in terms of sport is through the individual effort, determination, dedication, and zeal that I want to make a name for myself. It's because of the hunger that, oh, they are hungry for success. So they want to make a name for themselves. If not, tell me, what platform do we have for all these athletes? Nothing. The only thing is football, football, football. And this same football, I don't even want us to talk about it again, because we are not really getting the value for the money and the emotion that has been put in there. So I think it's high time that we need to really divert from all this football. Probably by the time they see that, oh, nobody's even watching their match again, nobody's care that much the way we glorify them. If you see us a Bromo on the street, I'm very sure 70 or 80% of Nigerians, they don't know what she looks like. But let them see Victor Osimhen.
Let's even take on the 20 at the World Cup, the captain, the Dagger, let him just pass.
That is the issue. So everybody wants to be recognized. Take it or leave it. Everybody wants to be recognized for doing a good job. It's part of the motivation. Motivation doesn't need to come in terms of money. Motivation needs to come in terms of recognition. Recognition is saying that, oh, I recognize what you've done. We've recognized what you've done. When any Nigerian contingent is going to play a football match outside the country, when they are arriving, we'll go there with drum, with shekere, we'll do everything, welcome party for them. When these people are coming into the country, nobody knows when they are here, nobody knows when they are out. So that's what we need to change. We need to change the narrative as individual, then as a government also, they need to do that one.
We just have to appreciate the other athletes when it comes to different sports in Nigeria. It has always been football, and that's why we have to talk about Serie-A winning that particular Montreux meet there in France. She was able to jump 6.88 meters for her to come first after fourth attempt. Congrats to Serie-A and to all Nigerian athletes in different sports, in hockey, badminton, squash, not forgetting cricket and other different sports, diverse sports that they are actually into. But really, we need to appreciate you. We always do that and always try to see how we can push the stories concerning them. Right away from Serie-A, let's still talk about the Flying Eagles. The Flying Eagles right now, according to their coach, Ladan Boso, say, well, they remain focused concerning this particular competition. Despite the fact that they defeated Italy, defeated Dominican Republic, and also Argentina, the host nation. They will be facing Korea, South Korea precisely. And right now, he said, well, we are focused, we remain focused concerning this competition.
Okay, and I'm not expecting him to say anything less that they are not focused. And I think he should pay less attention to media this time around. He should do more of tactical and strategic planning for the players. You should let the players watch the clip of 1983, 1985, what they did, how they won it, and what they got after they won it, the recognition. These are the things that motivate people, that make them to go out in there and do the unthinkable, unbelievable. Then number two, he needs to come out with a strategy and a plan. Like I said during the morning show, what we are playing is option A football. Just put the ball on the ground, kick it, so everybody
follow there, just win.
Just win anyhow. I don't want to know. But we cannot do that at this stage because we are playing a more composed, more tactical team of South Korea. If you watch that game against Ecuador yesterday, sincerely, you'll be praying that Kai. I was even like, oh, thank God, it's even in South Korea we are playing.
We're not facing this
we're not playing the Ecuador, because if we are playing the Ecuadorian team, it will be more difficult for us than the South Korean team. However, the South Korean team also, you shouldn't just look at them that South Korea.
After all, they are Asians. Who knows them in football?
No, the football is developing in Asia also. It's developing and they have players also. And it's even more difficult when you are playing an opponent that you don't know anything about than playing an opponent that you know much about. If you are playing Erling Haaland today, you are playing with Rashford today, you know them, they are established. You know how to do. you've watched their clip, but we are playing a team. That's when you look at all the 11, they look alike. So when you see someone moving from 7 to 11, you are like, is it the same person that moved to this place again? So you'll be confused in one way or the other. And that is the truth. You won't even know the difference between the midfielder, the defender, and the attacker.
And the names at times also sounds alike. Kim Min John, Chum Chum Hee, and all those.
So these are the things that they really need. They really need to talk to the boys all about. You've gone. I mean, you are here already, and you've gone so far. You are now in the quarterfinal. You need just only 2 matches to get to the final. So if you can do this, the next thing is you are getting to the semi-final. These are what it is expected of Ladan Boso to really do. And also, I'm sure he wants to beat his best record in this competition. His best record in this competition was the quarterfinal.
Which is where he is right now.
That is where he is right now. And everybody wants to have that pride and that glory that I took them to under 20, I won it, or I took them to under 20, I got to semi-final, or what have you. So this is time for him to look into that and make a name for himself and change the narrative that most of us that we normally analyze football, either you are giving us the result or no, we know the process of achieving that result. Prove us wrong by giving us a more tactical display of football than what we've watched for the past 3 or 4 matches. We want to see a formation, we want to see a strategy. That's the truth. The under 17 and under 20, it's more like the foundation or build up to your Super Eagles. That's why they call them the future Eagles. They're the future Eagles because it's from them that you get to the Super Eagles. So as far as I'm concerned, I need it needs to get that right. If you can get that right, I think it doesn't stop us from getting to the semi-final or the final, but you should take it match after match. You shouldn't be looking at the final because we are used to that in Nigeria.
Already, I heard that it's already saying, okay, well, beating Argentina is not a big deal, but the big deal is to win the World Cup, and they want to win the World Cup. So if they are going to win the World Cup, win against South Korea, qualify for semi-final. According to you now, semi-final, whoever you are facing, win that one. And remember, Brazil, Italy also qualified for this quarterfinal. So in our group, really, it's a group of death because 3 of the teams are still in the race competing for this Under-20 World Cup.
Yes, a group of death, but we escape it and we can escape it again.
And there's every possibility that we're going to meet one of them again.
In the semi-final. Yes, so what I think the boys should also be looking at, they're not only representing Nigeria, they're representing the continent of Africa. So that also should give them that motivation. And also, it's going to be a good beginning to the new administration. That, okay, the first competition, we are coming back with the trophy. So that means the issue of the fuel subsidy that most of us, we are trekking to the office, will be forgotten that, oh, there's hope for us. So winning this competition means a lot. Take it or leave it. It means a lot to Nigerians because we need to have something to smile and to celebrate all about. But I believe the boys, they have what it takes to do it. If anything happens that they didn't get there, I'm not going to put the blame on the boys. I'll put the blame on the technical crew and the coach because the boys, it is their individual effort and skills and that brought them to this stage, to this quarterfinal. I've not seen anything that the coach or the technical crew they've done. Nothing. This is the time for them to really show us that they have what it takes to take the boys to the promised land.
A good one there as Nigerians have weighed that particular match between them and South Korea. We also just let you know that the ladies will also be fighting out against Ghana in the WAFU B Women Championship taking place in Kumasi at Babayara Stadium. Nigeria was able to defeat Benin Republic, while Ghana also did well, beating Burkina Faso. Both teams will be fighting out, and we want to see who wins that battle on Saturday between the Falconets of Nigeria versus Ghana's Under-20 women's team. And that would be nice if they can also scoop it. And if the men too can also scoop their own, that will be double. And when it comes to winning trophies so far, well, good one. Talking about Nigerian football, let's talk about another Nigerian. Over there in Italy, Italian Serie-A precisely, he has been able to do well this season, winning the Serie-A, the one they call Scudetto, and also topping the scorers chart. His name is Victor Osimhen. Osimhen nominated for Serie-A Best Striker Award alongside Rafael Leao of AC Milan, also Lautaro Martinez of Inter Milan. From the way it is, even a lot of people are already saying Osimhen will win this.
Okay, I'm not.
I just hope that the vote will favor him.
I'm not going to put my hope yet that Osimhen will win it, even though he deserved to win it. Now, if you're looking at the top 10 striker in Europe, Osimhen is currently number 6. The best striker we all know is Erling Haaland.
The robotic Haaland.
The robotic Haaland, he has scored 52 goals so far this season, followed by Kylian Mbappe of PSG. He has scored 40 goals this season, followed by Robert Lewandowski of Barcelona. He has scored 33 goals this season, followed by what's his name? Harry Kane of Tottenham. He has scored 32 goals, followed by Alexander Lacazette of Olympique Lyon. Yeah. He has scored 31 goals. Those are the 5 strikers that are above Osimhen.
In numbers?
In numbers, right now. Both Marcus Rashford and Victor Osimhen, they are both on 30 goals. So as far as I'm concerned, he has done that. However, if you recall vividly, one of the reasons why Austin J.J. Okocha didn't win it then, they said what he won was individual effort. In fact, Mikel Obi also, when he didn't win it then, it was individual effort. Now, he's having a stiff competition with Martinez of Inter Milan. Now, Martinez of Inter Milan, he has already won Coppa Italia.
And he's going for Champions League.
And he's going for Champions League in the final. While Osimhen has won only Scudetto. If Inter Milan should win the Champions League,
that's it,
and Martinez happens to score or make assist, let's be sincere with ourselves. Who is going to win it? Definitely they will give it to Martinez. So that's why I said I'm not going to put my hope high. Let's see what happens between Inter Milan and Man City final. Let's see the performance of Martinez, because they are looking at all your performance in all the competition, not only what you do during the Serie-A alone. So as far as I'm concerned, he has done that. The only one that I know that there shouldn't be any contest is when it comes to African Footballer of the Year. Nobody should be contesting with Osimhen. In fact, if there's a mistake of giving it to someone, the person should take that trophy and say to Osimhen, please take it back. You deserve it. I do not deserve it. So that is what we should be looking at. But for the Serie-A, I think we should just hold on first, and I'll be very happy if we can win it, because it's going to break the record. We've never had any Nigerian player winning player of the season in any of the top European league before. You never had it in Premier League. You never had it in Bundesliga. You never had it in Spain. Italy also, we've never had it. So this is going to be the first time that is going to come home, come to Nigeria. So as far as I'm concerned, let's wait and see what happens between the Inter Milan and Manchester City, and let's see the performance of Martinez. If that happens, if he's able to shine, I'm sorry, it's going to be too close to call.
Very, very close to call. There will be talking concerning Victor Osimhen being nominated as one of those 3 best players, as MVP, best striker in Italia Serie-A. Wait to see if he will be able to actually scoop that award. And the last strike will come with Super Falcons star Esther Okoronkwo joining Tenerife in Spain. She has actually moved away from French Azema, where she was actually playing in French League 2. But right now she has moved straight to join this Iberdrola. They call it Iberdrola for women over there in Spain, joining Tenerife. Well, she joined like of Asisa Oshoala, not forgetting Rashidat Ajibade, all plying their trade. I noticed something about most times Nigerian, especially the ladies, it's like they call themselves, it's happening here, move. When it was France, then later China or thereabout. But now it's in Spain. Everybody's moving to Spain, Spain. We have about 6 Nigeria or 7 or 8 now in Spain plying their trade. That's
how I think it should be, in the sense that we should work together as a team, and that is what the likes of the Chinese and the Indian, they have over everybody in the world. Take it or leave it. Once an Indian man or a Chinese man gets to a town and they can see the prospect in that, they'll just call.
They happen here.
What are you doing? It's happening here. You come back here, and that's why you don't see them you see them in team and in groups wherever you go, anywhere in the world. So that's what I think we are seeing with our own Super Falcons also. Oshola has been there, Ajibade has been there. They know most of these teams that need players, and with what they've done by establishing themselves that they are a good player. If you are a coach or you are a team, and the likes of Oshola or Ajibade speaks to you and said, "Oh, Mr. Denny, you're needing a defender. I know a defender way back at home that can come and do this for you."
You go for
definitely you go for that straight. So that shows that they are lifting themselves up. It's not about I want to be the only one that will be the star. That will be. So I think it's a very, very good one that the Super Eagles also, or all of us in this country, we should try and emulate when you have the opportunity of raising someone up. Ajibade or Oshola, if we're just saying this hypothetically, if they're the one helping them, does that stop the wages they are collecting from Barcelona? It doesn't. So that's how we should look at it, that helping someone doesn't stop what is coming to you. So I think it's a very, very good one. Then for the name also, Tenerife, it's more like they borrowed it from the Nigerian NNLO, that will see names like Adiola Club, Club.
Tenerife has been a very long.
But it is a traditional club. It's a traditional name and an old club.
Because they also have for the men too. Tenerife plays top flight football, even though they are not in the La Liga right now. We've been talking concerning Esther Okoronkwo, and just before we go, I just want a prediction from you: Manchester United, Manchester City, FA Cup final.
Okay, and this is an opportunity for Manchester United to eat Manchester City where it will pain them most. It's more like a repeat of what happened when Sergio Aguero scored the last goal and Manchester City won the trophy. This is an opportunity for Manchester United to stop Manchester City from winning the treble. Because currently now they are en route to winning the treble. They've won the Premier League. They're about to win, but I will give it to Manchester United. Why do I give it to Manchester United? They're already on ground. They are down. Take it or leave it. And if you look at the last match between Manchester United and Manchester City, Manchester United won 2-1. Either controversial offside goal by Marcus Rashford or not, they won. They got it 30 points. So if you are playing derby, take it or leave it. Whatever issue you had before will be totally different. So I see Manchester United trying to break that jinx, and if Manchester City will win, they are going to sweat for it seriously. It's so unfortunate that Martinez is injured. He won't be playing. If not, I want to see that pairing, that competition, that fight, that struggle between Erling Haaland and Lisandro Martinez up there, but unfortunately we're not going to have that one.
Well, a big one there from a lot of it. Just start to look at prediction between Man United and Manchester City in the FA Cup finals. That will be coming up in the weekend. Well, a good one there. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure being Adeni, and thanks for having me. Unfortunately, Arsenal didn't play in any final this year.
Well, try to make it 1-1, right? I'm Adeni G. Shafe. Thanks so much for watching.